How APC's unlawful Jagaban army threatens peaceful elections. Wow, this is still trending, actually. For some reasons, Tinubu in Lagos instituted and constituted his own foot soldiers in the name of doing a grassroots campaign for his election. And he called his foot soldiers for the election Jagaban Army. And if he called it then Jagaban Army, the next thing he did was to wear them military uniform, so a customized uniform for them, which is almost competing with the uniform of security agencies in Nigeria. And again, the APC government is looking at it. No action has been taken. And so this is almost like a very legalized approach to electoral violence during election, because already these people are already doing some grassroots work and causing intimidation and some pockets of violence in some areas by these people. So how can we be in a country like this and somebody is constituting and instituting his own army and is calling them Jagaban Army and is wearing the uniform in resemblance of security agencies' uniform and nobody is talking? Now, it is getting obvious that these were going to cause a lot of electoral violence in Lagos. Okay, so this is what they are called Jagaban Army. Now, it's a very legal way, that is what this writer is saying, very legal way to threaten peaceful election in Lagos if government does not do anything about it. They actually need to be disbanded. After all, in Ebonyi State, a few days ago, the activities of the Bubago security outfit that was even commissioned by the state government has been abolished, and this will have been disbanded right now because of the kind of violence they're causing in that state. Okay, so let's see what they have to say more here. Now, they called themselves Jagaban Army, led by Dio Israel, the national youth leader of All Progressive Congress, who named himself the chief of army staff of Jagaban Army, commanding their so-called foot soldiers of more than 3,000 persons who would work to secure the victory of party's presidential candidate Bola Tinubu. The question is, if he is in his own Jagaban Army, what then is the job of the police and the civil defense? What then is the job of the Army, Navy, and Air Force in case things get out of hand? Why does he need a separate security outfit called Jagaban Army to monitor votes? That is the truth. So, and in this government, and this is happening, and nobody is talking. But the bits and pieces of the Jagaban Army violate the provisions of the Electoral Act. That is the truth. The seemingly paramilitary group of nearly 4,000 members spread across the country was inaugurated in Kaduna last month. Can you imagine? This is another terrorist group loading. The APC youth leader, Israel, described himself as the wing marshal of the APC National Youth Wing and chief of army staff of Jagaban Army. Can you imagine? The wing marshal of the APC National Youth Wing and chief of army staff of Jagaban Army. That is what he's calling himself. I think the federal government needs to do something about this. This is not looking good. Since their inauguration, the foot soldiers have been engaging in several activities like canvassing for vote, inducing prospective voters, and harassing citizens, as seen in a video obtained by Wikitimes. Now, Israel, in a video posted on Twitter, said the foot soldiers arrested a woman who tore Tinubu's poster. Jagaban soldiers, SIC makes citizens arrest on APC poster destroyer. He tweeted, criminals released with caution to go and sin no more. Our soldiers are on guard everywhere. We will not allow you steal our mandate. A citizen of Nigeria cannot arrest another citizen for simple offenses or misdemeanors, said Alba Hikima Fage, a Kano-based lawyer. A citizen can only arrest a citizen for a misdemeanor only at night. Now, removing a poster is a form of simple offense in which the Jagaban army shouldn't have arrested the lady. In fact, they were not only trying to arrest her, but to assault her, Fage said. That is the truth. Who gave them power to arrest? That is the issue. Are they now part of the paramilitary of Nigeria? Are they the police or the civil defense, the army, navy, or air force, or DSS or SSS? I don't understand. Jagaban soldier makes citizen arrest on APC poster destroyer. Criminals released with caution to go and see no more. Our soldiers are on guard everywhere. We will not allow you to steal our mandate. Okay. So it was observed that the group's activities violate Section 92, Subsection 5 and 6 of the Electoral Act. Subsection 5 of the Act reads, a political party, aspirant or candidate of a political party shall not retain, organize, train, or equip any person or group of persons for the purpose of enabling them to be employed for use or display of physical force or coercion in promoting any political objective or interest, or in such manner as to arouse reasonable apprehension that they are organized, trained, or equipped for that purpose. That is one. A political party aspirant or candidate shall not keep or use armed private security organization, vanguard, or any other group or individual by whatever name called for the purpose of providing security, assisting or aiding the political party or candidate in whatever manner during campaigns, rallies, processions, or elections, a part of the section read. Can you imagine? So we also gathered that the group should not have been allowed to be inaugurated in the first place. That is it. Why was it inaugurated? Because that is wrong. That is where the problem is. Okay? And the government is still not saying anything about it. Something has to be done quickly about it because this is illegal. Absolutely illegal. When it comes to election security, it is within the purview of the security agencies, Ojo said, making a reference to a Punch report revealing that the police received about 64 billion naira for the 2023 election. Ojo wondered whether the police were aware of the group's inauguration in Kaduna, adding that the commissioner of police in Kaduna State ought to have cautioned the party that such a group is illegal. He pointed out that the creation of the Jagaban army did not only violate the Electoral Act, but also Section 227 of the 1999 Nigerian Constitution as amended, which cautions against the use of quasi-military groups. Can you imagine? No association shall retain, organize, train, or equip any person, or group of persons for the purpose of enabling them to be employed for the use of or display of physical force or coercion in promoting any political objective or interest, or in such manner as to arouse reasonable apprehension that they are organized and trained or equipped for that purpose. Read Section 227 of the country's amended constitution. Ojo explained that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, since 2015 has a standing committee known as the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security. And according to him, the committee has several security agencies ranging from Nigerian Police Force and Nigerian Army to Economic and Financial Crime Commission and Independent Corrupt Practices Commission and other related offenses commission, among others. These agencies should have been aware that the group contradicts some sections of the Electoral Act as well as the Constitution, and should have called for the disbandment of the Jagaban army, Ojo said. Even by the choice of the name Jagaban army, it is frightening. You are not allowed to use a private army or private militia for whatever. Oh boy. Okay. Abba Hikima Fage, the Kano-based lawyer, shares similar views with Ojo. He believes that the Jagaban army's operations are wrong, especially its name. A common and very serious Nigerian belief that they mean army in its strict sense. He said, even by the way they dress, I could see their leaders. They were dressed in attires that looked like a security agency's uniform. Here, now apart from the Electoral Act, Fage noted that the group, by its members' dressing, violated Section 7 and 8 of the Public Order Act. You cannot just wear a uniform that could cause apprehension. Also, you cannot hold flags except a certain one that has been approved, he said. You see? So that is the issue here now. They need to disband this group. They really need to disband this group because it is illegal in the first place. Very, very illegal. Fage called upon the police to look into the group activities. According to Section 7 of the Public Order Act, it is only the Commissioner of Police in each state that can ban them from wearing the uniform which appears offensive or likely to breach public peace and order, he noted. Meanwhile, the spokesman for Nigerian Police Force, Olumiyiwa Adejobi, told Wiki Times that the force had received some petitions via his official email address, adding that they had been forwarded to the Inspector General of Police. I will need to find out the position of the petition so that I have better information on the development, Adejobi said. Debo Ologunagba, the spokesperson for Atiku Abubakar, presidential candidate of the PDP, said the party will soon address the public on the illegality of Jagaban Aŕmÿ. He pointed out that the party had earlier reacted to the creation of the group, but we will look at this particular aspect and address the public, he said. Aziza Oko, spokesperson for Labour Party, Peter Obi, and Femi Faneka, the spokesman for Tinubu, did not respond to requests for comment. Dayo Israel, the leader of the Jagaban Aármÿ, also declined to comment. Can you imagine? This is crazy. That is the truth. Jagaban Aármÿ in a Nigeria that has enough security outfits to do the needful. It means that Nigeria is a failed state. All of us will begin to create our own army as well to protect ourselves. Somebody said another set of terrorists brewing, and that is true. Tinubu, we know, is the father of all Agberos in Lagos, with MC Olomo as the commander. Any security personnel don't have right to come out to vote or to support any candidate. Let military police, to call him in order, to call him to order, yes. Useless people. If it's Emefiele, now they will run and go court. APC, the lawless party. That's what it is. If you like, hate this man, always making sure he beats his opponents with IQ. What kind of IQ is he having? Causing intimidation, like Oshomole is trying to do in Edo State. These are another new set of terrorist organizations. They should be curbed. They should curb them now before it starts spreading. Let obedience be acting as if they are the president and commander-in-chief. Too arrogant. Can you imagine? Is he obedient? That's causing it. This is a Labour Party, APC party militia, not any other party. So we're saying they should be called to order. So that is the situation with the Jagaban Aármÿ in Nigeria, a very subtle way of causing electoral violence and threatening the peace of the elections come February 25, and has to be checked now before election time. So thank you for listening. And let's have a comment for sharing and for learning as well.